here we go. So, thank you for calling Safe Stay Hotel. My name is Nestin. How may I assist you today?
Hi, Nesting. I have a question about a reservation I made for next month.
Certainly. May I have your name?
It's Lisa Chen.
Thank you, Miss Chen. Could I please get the phone number and email address associated with your booking so I can access your reservation details?
Yes, my phone number is 212-555-9876, and my email is lisa.chen@email.com.
Thank you, Miss Chen. Just one moment while I retrieve your booking. All right, I have your reservation for June 15th to 18th at our Midtown Manhattan location. What is the situation? What is the
I was
situation you're
just
calling
wondering
about?
about your current COVID-19 policies. With everything still going on, I wanted to understand what measures you have in place to ensure guest safety. For example, what are your cleaning procedures? And do you have any mask requirements or changes to amenities?
That's a very important question, Miss Chen. I'll be happy to provide you with information on our safe state protocols. Alrighty, so that was the first part, right? That was the first part of today's class. And this call is about a customer who is very concerned about how the currently safety protocols in this hotel is being measured. As you can see in our as you can see pretty much in our lesson right here, we are going to practice what is called listening and taking pretty much questions, right? Let me see something right here very quickly. Can you guys hear me all right? Can you guys hear me okay? Let's do it. What's going on? What's cooking? What's cooking? What's cooking? Alrighty, so let's see. Can you see me? Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, so hello guys, welcome. Thank you very much for connecting. It's my pleasure having you all today. As you can see, we have a new group. This is going to be our new group and in WhatsApp. So in order for you to have access to our new sessions that we're going to be having from now on, and you would like to be updated about everything, so the only thing you need to do is just to scan this code right here, or even better, let me see if I can send you the link in the chat, right? So you can actually have the importance of the information right there. Okay, just give me 1 second. Yes. All right. So I sent you in the chat our WhatsApp group in order for you to have the opportunity to join us and be ready for any other updates that we're gonna be doing in the future. Right. That's the first thing. The second thing that I want to add as well is that you can have access to today's material to the following link. The idea behind this is that you can practice later on with the role play, right? So in order for you to have access to today's material, I'm gonna send you the link right away, and I'm gonna give you like a tour, right? So let me see. Okay, 1 second. Okay, all right, so here we are. So this is going to be our scenario today. Today is Thursday, May 1st, 2025, and we're going to be practicing the following role play. Now, one of the most, why are we doing this? We are doing this because if you have reached, right, the second interview, and the second interview, it could be either tomorrow or next week. In your second interview, you are going to have the chance to talk to the operation manager or your future supervisor. And he wants to have, he's not actually pretending that you understand fully 100% how is going to be the process of a call. but he or she expects that you at least have a certain degree of knowledge when it comes to handling a call. Now, if you pay attention to our lesson today, there are a couple of skills that you need to let them know that you are really good at. Number one is the ability of listen to what the customer is saying. For that reason, we're going to be practicing customer's name, customer's email address, customer's phone number, and why this customer is calling. Okay? So, in order for us to start, I want you to pay attention to the following. The first sentence that you are going to break the dialogue, or you're gonna kick off, is gonna be, "Thank you for calling Safe Stay Hotels. My name is," and you say your name, right? In this case, it's Nesting. "Thank you for calling Safe Stay Hotels. My name is Nesting. How may I assist you today?" So we have the sentence, how may I? How may I? I need you to practice as well. How may I assist you today? So here we go again. "Thank you for calling Safe Stay Hotels. My name is Nesting. How may I assist you today?" So the customer is going to say pretty much her name, right? And then the customer is going to say why she's calling about, okay? And then we are going to ask her for her name. So in this case, it's going to be, "May I have your name?" Okay? Then she's gonna say her name, and we are going to read the following sentence, which is going to be, "Thank you, Miss Chan. Could I please get the phone number? Could I please get the phone number and email address associated with your booking so I can access your reservation details?" Alrighty? Then she's gonna give us her information, and we are going to thank her. Remember that every single time a customer gives you a piece of information, you need to thank the customer. All right? So it's gonna be something like, "Thank you, Miss Chan." Pay attention to this. It's not shh, it's Chan. "Thank you, Miss Chan." Just one moment while another pronunciation. Retrieve. I need you to practice. Retrieve your booking. Okay? Now, this is what we have found in the software. And it says, "All right, I have your reservation for June 15th or to 18th at our Midtown Manhattan location. What is your situation, or what is the situation you are calling about today?" This is another way for you to ask the customer, why are you calling today? All right? So one more time. What is the situation you are calling about today? Alrighty? So then she states why she's calling about. So, and then we are going to pretty much let her know that we are going to take ownership. I'm going to explain what ownership is in a couple of minutes by saying the following. "That's a very important question, Ms. Chen. I'll be happy to provide you with information on our safe state protocols." Okay, now, as you can see, next time you go to a call center practice or you go to the mocking call, there are a couple of things that you need to take into account in the call flow interaction. Number one, you need to know how to open the call by greeting the customer. Remember when I told you that the first part, can you see my screen? Yes, you can see my screen, I guess, right? The first part, right? Let me see. Yes, right here. This one is greeting the customer. It's like saying, "Hey, what's up?" Instead of saying, "Hey, what's up? How you doing today?" It's going to be, "Thank you for calling Safe Stays Hotel. My name is Nesting. How may I assist you today?" All right? That's going to be the first part. Then we are going to ask for identification. Super important. we need to know who is the other person that is calling. And the way for us to clarify that part is going to be by asking the customer by his or her name. So if we take a look at our call flow interaction, the way that we can say this in a polite way is going to be, may I have your name? We can't say, what's your name, right? It's going to be, may I have your name? After that, while we do the verification, the following step is going to be confirm the reservation details accurately. Okay, so with that being said, in our role play is going to be the following. Let's see. This is where the part we are going to confirm the customer that he or she has a reservation with us. Okay. And then she asks a question, and this is the part that I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to understand. What is this question? The question that she asks, and we are going to take ownership. So, what is ownership? In other words, ownership, it's pretty much when somebody tells you, I mean, in this case, the customer tells you that he or she has a problem, he or she has an inconvenience, and you, as a customer service representative, will do whatever it's possible. It's not whatever it takes, whatever it's possible, whatever that you are capable of, whatever you can do, and it's within your hands, and you are going to be able to solve the problem. For example, if you tell me, Nestor, I have a problem with my grammar and I don't know how to fix my grammar. So one of the things that I can tell you is that, you know what? There are different ways that you can fix your grammar, and one of the way is this one. Let me help you with that. So that will be, in other words, taking ownership. Another example of taking ownership could be in the call center industry is that a customer calls in and he or she states that she has a problem with her computer and she or he doesn't know why the computer is not turning on. So what you're going to tell the customer will be something like, you know what, Mr. Customer, I will make sure that your computer by the end of this call, it will be working properly. No, you shouldn't be actually concerned about that. All right. So now that is taking ownership. In other words, taking ownership is telling the customer that you will do whatever it takes. Well, not whatever it takes, but whatever it's possible to solve the customer situation. All right. Now, in call centers, there is one skill that you need to be aware of. There are two skills actually that we're going to be practicing today. One of them is active listening and multitasking, right? And the second one is critical thinking. So there isn't, right? There isn't right or wrong answer, all right? There isn't right or wrong answer. But an agent, I mean, your future supervisor, he wants to know how good you are in solving situation and analyzing situation. Okay, so the first part of this lesson is going to be listening. You are going to listen. You will let me know in the comments down below what is the customer's name, email address, phone number, why this customer is calling. And the second part of the class is that you will tell me, how would you solve the customer problem? All right. So are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and jump right in. So remember, the first part is going to be listening, right? We want to know customer's name, email address, phone number, and why this customer is calling. So I'm going to play the audio And just give me 1 second. Where's my audio here? Okay. All right, so here we go, guys. Listen carefully, okay? 3, 2, 1. Thank you for calling Safe to Stay Hotel. My name is Nestin. How may I assist you today?
Hi, Nesting. I have a question about a reservation I made for next month.
Okay. She has a what? Can you let me know in the comments why is she calling? She's calling because she has a reservation, right? She has a reservation that she have made for the following month. Okay, that's one of them. All right. Now, so we practice and we say, certainly, may I have your name?
It's Lisa Chen.
Okay, so what is her name? Her name is Lisa. Lisa Chan. Okay, so let's see. All right, so here we go. Thank you, Miss Chan. And then our sentence, right? Could I please get the phone number and email address associated with your booking so I can access your reservation details?
Yes, my phone number is 212-555-9876, and my email is lisa.chen@email.com.
Okay, so did you guys get her phone number? Everybody got her phone number? Or you didn't? What's her phone number? Can you let me know in the comments? Let me know in the comments what her phone number is. Alrighty, so let's see right here. I'm gonna send you the phone number in the chat, right? So that is gonna be her phone number. So let's listen one more time.
SA5. Yes, my phone number is 212-555-9876.
There you go. So it's 212-555-9876. That's her phone number. Good. So now let's move it on with the email address. Alrighty. So are you guys ready for her email address? In 3, 2, 1. Let's listen to it. Here we go.
And my email is lisa.chen@email.com.
Okay. So can you guys tell me what her email address is? Let me know, let me know, let me know. I'm gonna send it through the chat, okay? So her email address is here, let's listen. 1 second.
SA.5. Yes, my phone number is 212-555 9876, and my email is
LISA
lisa.chen
dot CHEN at email.com. That's going to be her email address, right?
at email.com.
All right, so then we continue. We say, thank you, Miss Jen. Just one moment while I retrieve your booking. And then I just retrieved the booking based on the conversation. All right, I have your reservation for June 15th to 18th at our Midtown Manhattan location. So then once we pretty much confirm the information that we have from our customer, we are going to ask or inquire why this customer is calling, right? So this is the question. What is the situation you are calling about today?
I was just wondering about your current COVID-19 policies. With everything still going on, I wanted to understand what measures you have in place to ensure guest safety. For example, what are your cleaning procedures? And do you have any mask requirements or changes to amenities?
Okay, so with that being said, can you guys let me know in the comments why this customer is calling? I'm gonna give you some time. I think there is a lag. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm not sure if you guys can hear me okay. So what is gonna be the customer what is the customer inquire? Why is this customer calling? Let me know in the comments down below. So let's see. Hello, Nesting. Hey, Jose, how you doing today? Welcome. Lisa Chan. All right. So this customer, why is she calling? Do you know? Do you know? Let me play it one more time. Alrighty, let me play it one more time. Pay attention. Okay, so we just confirmed her reservation. What is the situation you're calling about today?
I was just wondering about your current COVID-19 policies. With everything still going on, I wanted to understand what measures you have in place to ensure guest safety. For example, what are your cleaning procedures? And do you have any mask requirements or changes to amenities?
Okay, so why is this customer calling? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Why is this customer calling? The customer is calling because of the following, right? I need you to pay attention to this. This is Lisa, and she says, I was just wondering about your current COVID-19 policies. With everything still going on, I wanted to understand what measures you have in place to ensure guest safety. For example, what are your cleaning procedures, and do you have any mask requirements or changes to amenities? Okay, so question here is, what would you say to her? What would you say to Lisa? Remember, one of the parts in your role play is to have some critical thinking, right? So here in the guide that you have with you, the one that I just sent, what would you say to the customer to solve the problem? That is going to be the homework for today's live event. And next Thursday, we are going to talk about this situation and how would you handle it. Alrighty? So remember that you can have access to this guide in the description down below. I send you the link. And I hope I can see you guys again next Thursday. Alrighty? Thank you very much for connecting, everybody. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye for now, guys. Take it easy.